Welcome back to B.T.P Reads, aka it's the Bree Show, and in today's video, this will be another reading for the collective for this full moon in Scorpio. And first, just to give a little introduction, we know that Scorpio is a water sign, right? And it is fixed water at that. Okay, so this is where, emotions can start to, arise. Emotions can start to get a little heavier. Just the full moon in general, right? We know is pretty much a time of like illumination, right? This is where things internally, right, and feminine energies and the emotions and what was once hidden, basically comes to light. It comes out of us, right, as well as our desires, emotions. Okay, it could even be very intense, especially with Scorpio. Scorpio rules intensity, passion, right? It also deals with like sex, being ruled by Mars, the feminine side of Mars, those feminine internal energies. Okay. So yeah, this is a time this is a time where the energies pretty much are just, I just keep getting like intensity. That's the word that is coming to my mind, intensity. Okay, so I just wanted to, just give a quick little summary for the collective, as far as like what to expect for this Scorpio full moon and things like that. So yeah, let me pull a couple oracle cards, moon oracle cards for the collective for this full moon in Scorpio. Okay. This is also a time where like emotions, like the emotions that we have been holding on to, the feelings we've been holding on to, this is when it can start to arise, right? Arise out of us and come out. Okay, so just be mindful of that, right? As well as like people, others around us. Okay, intense emotions and things like that. Okay, Aries and Scorpio also can deal with like anger and aggression as well. Okay, but this also can be a good time to, get really centered and focused, really set the tone, right? Set your energy. I'm getting the image too of like really putting your feet like in the sand, almost like putting your feet deep in the sand, or like a horse. I don't know why I'm getting like that, but like as a horse, like walking across the water. I mean, walking across the beach or something like that, but his hooves go like deep in the sand. So in a sense, it's like fixated in the sand, right? It's stable with every step it takes, even if the water, kind of comes, over the sand. It's still deep enough, stable enough, and strong enough, durable enough to withhold that water. That's how I look at Scorpio in a sense, right? So the seeds that we have planted since this last Aries new moon, okay, this is kind of what is building up, right, and accumulating for us during this Scorpio full moon, right? And if we still have time to, if you haven't already set, intentions and plant your seeds, right? Excuse me. And your goals, pay attention to like a new vision, right? New plan, new start, a new way of expressing yourself. Don't hold on to, and this is coming from a Mars and Scorpio and Aries moon. Okay, like don't hold on too much to your emotions, baby. Let it out. Okay, even tell people around you how you feel, right? Because you don't want it to build up, and my Scorpio placements know what I mean, right? Because Aries is a little bit more, it's that masculine, so Aries is just going to push out, Aries is just going to express, but Scorpio, that feminine, is going to take in, is going to receive. Scorpio is going to keep things hidden, keep things in the dark, and it's not always necessarily in a sneaky, you know, conniving, you know, treacherous way, right? It's not always a negative thing, right? It's just that feminine side of Mars, right? And it's water, fixated water at that. So, you know, it has to kind of, in a sense, make sense a little bit. A little bit. Scorpio, still water though, you know, of its emotions, of how it is feeling, you know. Really sit in it. Like really sit in the emotions and things like that. Okay, that this is why Scorpio energy tends to get that rep of like holding grudges and things like that, because that's how the energy can end up like manifesting or playing out. Like I said, if you do not release the emotions, especially the negative ones that you need to release. Okay, and sometimes you just need to cry, you know, sometimes you need to just scream, let it out, or sometimes, you know, you need to just transmute that energy and put it, you know, forward or towards something something else that's more productive or that is more positive, right? Or that will keep your, you know, your thoughts and emotions more lighter, versus continuously getting stuck in that negative pattern, because Scorpio can also get, you know, stuck, like I said, fixated, you know, in those negative emotions or in those negative thoughts and patterns, and you don't want to, you know, do that, especially during this full moon in Scorpio coming out. Yeah, surrender, okay, which is also that 5 energy, breaks down to 5. Okay, so surrender. There's nothing more blissful than an act of letting go. Set yourself free of all that does not serve you. So literally, okay, surrender to the things that you need to receive too, but surrender to the things that you need to let go of and release, right? Because ultimately it's not going to do you any good to hold on to old shit. I mean, it's literally like holding on to your waist, right? If you have to use the restroom, just imagine if you never use the restroom. Like, you just hold it in. Eventually, what? That's going to start to cause damage to your body. That's going to start to cause damage to your digestive system, right? Like, to your liver and stuff, shit like that. So, you know, you don't want to hold on too much, because spiritually and physically that can start to cause ailments and issues within our body, okay, or just within our emotions, our self-esteem, within our mindset. Okay, this can cause mental issues as well, all type of shit that, okay, we already see enough going on in this world. Okay, like, let go and release the things that needs to be let go and release. Easier said than done, but there is a time for transformation. There is a time for change. Okay, with that number 5 energy, which is also a masculine like number, right? So this is a time to express as well. You know, express how you feel, express your passions, okay, express the things that you kind of been holding on to, or the emotions and feelings, or even the gifts, right, on the other side of it, Scorpio. This can be spiritual gifts, your intuition, insight, right, you've been holding on to, or just the deeper parts and facets of you, maybe that you have kept hidden from the world or from those around you, right, and let it out, okay, or surrender to your true self, your true identity, right? Let your ego go. I mean, you still need your ego to a certain extent. It's part of your identity, but don't let it get in the way, right? Don't let it block you from your potential of growth. Don't let it block you from your, you know, your spiritual development, basically. You know, just that balance. And in sacred waters, drunken by the swell of the sea, I can feel the blanket of her embrace. So yeah, I'm unafraid of the presence releasing the cord. I call her in. I call her deeply within. So yeah, I know this is a card, Sacred Waters. This also breaks down to number 8. I know this is also a card of transformation, healing. Okay, some of you guys too may actually be sitting in water, or that may be good for you to, like, of course, take some type of bath, okay, or just spend some time in water, or just spend time nurturing yourself. Okay, even down to hydration, whether this is like taking a spiritual bath, going to the beach, or something like that. You know, I don't know, maybe some of you guys don't have a shower, a bath, okay, but you can do things, you know, you could do it in the shower as well. It's just all about setting your intentions, okay. But this also too is kind of like a going with the flow type of card. Okay, you know, the card of transformation. 8 is also a power number. Okay, yeah, look, Phoenix at the bottom. The Phoenix rises from its ashes, okay? And y'all are my little phoenixes. That's what I call it. This is Be the Phoenix channel, okay? AKA it's the Bree Show. And my audience I call like my little phoenixes. So, but yeah, this is what I think of when I see this card, right? I think of us, okay? The collective, all right? A phoenix always rises from its ashes. Ultimately, this is the grand transformation, okay? You know, literally arising from what was once, you know, here, right? Destroying that and, you know, creating something new of yourself, pretty much. Creating a new version of yourself. Transforming. It's like out with the old, in with the new. Summon. Your flesh rises from the ashes into the expansive flame of your soul, right? Okay. But yeah, this is also a very healing and therapeutic time. Some of you guys may be into some type of therapy, okay, or counseling that may be good for you. Or you could be a therapist or a counselor of some kind, counselor, I mean, or you could be dealing with one, right, during this full moon, okay? But it could be any type of like therapy and things like that. I was just looking at it had just reminded me, I was looking at a few days ago, it's like this, like, I don't know, it's like a little retreat, it's like I don't know, like a retreat spa or something like that. But they have like all these different like compartments and sectors and stuff like that, you know, there. And you could get all type of stuff. Like you could go to the sauna and get like a spa. They have like hip massages and stuff. They have stuff for like your legs and feet. They do massages, you know, treatment and stuff like that, you know, for your face, for your back, like all type of stuff. They have like sections for like baths you can take and special baths for your body, like all type of stuff. Okay, like, so I don't know, for some of you guys, you may be into that, or that may be good for you to like look into that type of stuff. Okay, Scorpio is also very, you know, a very healing and therapeutic sign and energy in itself. Okay, but feminine energy in general deals with, you know, healing, right? Healing, therapy, you know, therapy, you know, being receptive to nurturing, right? Nurturing ourselves. And Scorpio deals with, you know, psychology as well, okay? And our sexual energy and drive, passion as well, okay? This can also be a time of passion to heal your, you know, your passion, your passions, okay? What lights you up and things like that. Really nurture and pour into that, okay? Call it in. Right, call in what it is that you want. Call in what it is. This 8 energy is also giving me like desires, right? Scorpio deals with desires. It reminds me of that song by Drake. You got desires. I ain't a liar. Okay, shout out to Scorpio. I mean, shout out to Drake. He's a Scorpio. Okay, he know all about desires, but just don't get lost in your desires, right? So yeah, this can also be a time literally where your desires are manifesting, your desires are coming to light or to life. It also is reminding me of I used to watch this show called Teen Wolf. Okay, but I don't know, something, it just came back up for me. I don't know, I've been feeling lately like we have been I mean like as far as the collective, we've been like, as far as time goes, like back in the like 2000s or something like that. I don't know, but things have kind of been coming back to me and popping up like that I was into like back in the early 2000s and stuff like that, or like when I was growing up. But anyways, like I had just randomly got the thought of like, ooh, like let me watch the show Teen Wolf. I used to love that show back in like middle school, high school. And so I started watching it again a little bit. And that's just what kind of stood out to me, you know, like how every time they would transform into the wolf, it would be a full moon, right? You know, the full moon deals with your desires and your emotions, you know, being brought to light, right? You know, all of that it was once hidden within you, you know, that full moon brings that out of you, that animalistic side in nature, that primal side to us, right? as well. But if you don't know how to control it, that's when you can get out of control, right? And people can start to become like chaotic, or what's the word? I don't know, it's another word, specific word I'm thinking of, but yeah, not delusional, but yeah, a different word. But yeah, delusional too. People could definitely become delusional or be delusional, right? And if you were born under a full moon, you definitely probably know what I mean, right? About delusion. Okay, or if you were born like under a Pisces moon or Pisces full moon or Cancer full moon, you definitely know what I mean. But yeah, so let's see. Now B is also the last card. Okay, I pulled for you guys out of this deck, number 1. Okay, so yeah, some of you guys, I mean, this could be simple as work too, right? Your work paying off, or something to do with what you do for work, how you work, where you work, or just in general, what works for you, number 1. What works for self, right? What works for your identity, like I said, with that ego, okay? But 1 also deals with self, okay? That first awareness, okay? This can also be a time, again, bringing something here to light, or bringing something to your awareness, okay? Or this is just a good time to focus on you, focus on self, okay? Your personal desires and passions, patience, okay? Ultimately, yes, your patience pays off, okay? This also adds to number 9. Okay, so this also can be equivalent to like the end of cycle, the end of a cycle here as well. Yeah, and then action is at the bottom. So you have action at the bottom, and then patience. You know, it is Aries season still, right? Aries is literally all about that action. So, I mean, the underlying energy, of course, you know, could be wanting to take action with this number 6 here, okay? Or things are growing and cultivating, right? Okay, you may want to kind of be impulsive in a sense, especially when it comes to like the emotions, or your emotional side, your temperament, or just what it is that you want. Be mindful. You know, you see too how she has that full moon behind her, okay? But yeah, I don't know, I just feel like this is a good time to kind of practice what's the word, temperance basically, right? And you know, balance out your desires here, you know, and the things that you have learned, you know, through your experiences and things like that as well, okay? Even down to how you feel, okay, or what you know, or what you think you know, or whatever the case might be, okay? But I feel like ultimately it's almost like she's looking at it in a different world, or in a different space and time, or yeah, I mean, there's like clouds and stuff going, you know, into this different world or this universe. So yeah, something here, it definitely could be some type of ending cycles here for some of you guys, okay? Some of you guys definitely maybe like, I mean, it could be literally as changing places or spaces, okay? Some of you guys, or this could too just be like wishing on a star, almost like energy, or kind of looking far out, reaching far out, okay? Wanting to go further, or needing to go further, look beyond just where you're at, or look beyond the surface here. Okay, it's giving me like Sagittarius, Aquarius energy too, or something like that, okay? Or something here about your dreams, intuition, wisdom, okay? This could be too like, you know, what's kind of paying off, or what is manifesting here. Something here around like intuition, wisdom, or needing to, you know, use your intuitive intuitive insight or something like that. Or this could be what's coming in, some type of intuitive insight, wisdom, information, okay? Or teaching, knowledge that will possibly you know, kind of open up your world, just like that like world, or that what's the word, it's like a portal or something, you know, opened up, something like that, okay? Or this could it could be something too around like your vision, okay? And needing to see something for what it is, or needing to see something that may not be like right in front of you. I mean, that's all about having vision, right? Or that's all about having foresight, you know, imagination, right? You need to be able to see something, you know, that may not be right in front of you, but eventually you know that you're gonna be like you're going to have it, or eventually you're going to be there, or you're going to be in it, right? Something like that, okay? This could be what's taking place as well. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave the video there, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy this Scorpio full moon, and I'll see y'all in the next video.